Assalamu alaikum. Brothers and sisters, welcome to another Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. We are happy that you're here with us another week, brothers and sisters. We are back again. We are back again, and we're happy that you've decided to join us. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Mosque number 45 here in Houston, Texas. Here in Houston, Texas, we want to welcome everybody. We hope you're excited to be here because, as always, we have a special broadcast for you. But of course, I can't do this by myself. I do not do this alone. I am honored to have with me your brother, my brother, Brother Jesse Muhammad, right here from Houston, Texas. Brother Jesse, where are you?
I am here, Brother Darrell. Assalamu alaikum, family, and welcome again to another Black Wealth Empowerment Google Hangout. I'm so excited today, but I have to make a special announcement too. Last time when Brother Nuri spoke, our guest speaker called me out and said, I got dressed up for Brother Nuri. Well, I had to show my brother that the same way we make no distinctions between the prophets of God, Brother Darrell, we make no distinctions between our guest speakers. So therefore, Brother Jesse has put on his fly tie. I know Brother Hannibal will like this, and the suit, just so my special guest will know that there is no distinction between us.
Well, I tell you what, Brother Jesse, I tell you what, that's good that you dressed up for Brother Assad, but here's the thing. I am not seeing your picture. Maybe your picture is showing up on the, there you go. Okay, now you popped up. Okay, I couldn't see you, but now I see you. Black man, you are there, so
Okay.
we can see. Oh, yeah, Brother Jesse, that's it right there, Brother Jesse. Ooh,
I want you to block this now.
oh, man, I'm going to have to get me a jacket. I'm going to have to get me a jacket. Wait a minute, Brother Jesse. Now you showing me up, brother. I'm around here, class. What is this? What am I, class B or something? Just with a shirt and bow tie? I mean, I'm going to get where can I get one of those suits at, Brother Jesse? That must be custom made or something, huh, brother?
Let me tell you something, brother. This is Class A 2.0 for Brother Rodney Assad, brother. This is what this is, brother. This is Class A 2.0, brother. So with that being said,
Yes, sir.
I want to let my brother know I appreciate him. You know, it's always good to have fun, brother and sister. But again, you know what it's all about. We want you to go to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. If it's your first time joining us, we want you to type in your...
That's the private Elusive. It's private, Brother Jesse. It's private.
Oh, it's private now. Oh, okay, yeah, it's private. Oh, it's really done got deep now. But the private, Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, we want you to type in livevirtualnetworking.com. That's livevirtualnetworking.com. Or you can put Black Wealth Empowerment in the search engine inside of Facebook. Send us a request, and we will accept you inside of the group. And Brother Darrell, we already have over 25 people waiting to get inside the group. That must mean they must have heard Brother Rodney Assad is coming on. So as always, Brother Darrell is going to let you know how you can pay it forward with the Facebook group. Go ahead, Brother Darrell.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brothers and sisters, as we say every week, this is a platform of participation. Life is not a sideline event. Life is not a spectator sport. Life is about participation, and those who participate to the fullest receive the fullness of life. So we want you to participate right now in this platform. Now, how do you do that, you might ask? Well, if this is your first time, very first time, or your 1,000th time, brothers and sisters, we want to do the same thing every week. And what is that? Please go to the private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and enter your name, what city you're from, your mosque, and what business that you have. What business are you affiliated with? What's your organization that you're involved in? What do you do for a living? If you're a college student, please, we want to know you. When you do networking, when you go into a room, when you go to a party, when you go to your members club for your sorority or fraternity or whatever the case may be, it's the polite thing when you enter the room. It's not just speak to the people that you know, but you want to introduce yourself to as many people that you don't know. Brothers and sisters, it's all about expanding your network. It's all about expanding your base. It's all about expanding your reach. That's what it's about. That's what building wealth is all about. Expansion of reach. The way you can get more money and build a stronger financial life, you have to expand your financial reach. So please introduce yourself to the new members. Introduce yourself to those that are coming back once again to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. The private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Enter your name, what city you're from, your mosque, and what business organization that you're affiliated with. What do you do for a living? We need to sound off and hear from you right now, because we will be taking roll here very shortly, brothers and sisters. This is a class. This is a class for all of us to grow and expand in order to build wealth for ourselves, our family, but most importantly, our nation. We don't want to stop with ourselves, our family. We want to include, most importantly, our nation, because we're going to be able to affect others and thousands of people. So that's what you need to do right now. We need for you to go right now, as you hear my voice, go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and introduce yourself, your name, your city, what mosque you're from, your business organization, your affiliation. Who are you representing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout? All right, brother Jesse, go back to you. Let's see what's going on in our private, Jesse, our private, elusive, exclusive. This is a members only organization. This is a members only group. This is not for everybody, because everybody does not want to build wealth. Everybody needs money to survive, but everybody doesn't want to build wealth. So this is a private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Brother Jesse, what's going on over there, brother?
Yes, sir, Brother Darren. You already know that it's starting to increase in energy. We want to welcome Brother Darren and Sister Jennifer of Phoenix, Arizona. They are in the house. We want to welcome Sister Marva and Brother Markland of the Inglewood, New Jersey Study Group, Mosque number 7, Freedom Paper of New Jersey, LLC, serving New Jersey, New York, Philly, and Philadelphia area. And they actually have posted their website address inside of the link. Sister Jennifer has already beat everybody to posting a quote, a nugget that Brother Darrell already posted. Thank you so much, Sister Jennifer. And we have
Brother Jesse, stop right now. Now, those couples that you just mentioned, as you know, but we want to let everybody know in the group, everybody know here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, those names, those brothers and sisters, those couples, as Brother Jesse called them last week or week before, the power couples. Those are original members of Black Wealth Empowerment. Those are original members. They started with us, brothers and sisters, way back in November of last year. So we all are grateful to both of those couples for being with us, and being with us even to this broadcast number 10, to make sure that they share in and participate in the success of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Brother Darren and Sister Jennifer and Brother Markland and Sister, who is that? Sister
Jennifer.
Who is that, Brother Jesse? Markland and Sister
Marva.
Sister Marva. Sister Marva. There we go. All right. Thank you so very much. Back to you, Brother Jesse. Who else we got participating, following instruction, becoming an A student and a C teacher?
Now I would like to welcome into the group Sister Jennifer Muhammad of Muhammad Mosque number 43, Columbus, Ohio, of JNY Bakery and Catering Company, soon to be our enterprise. She says she's excited about hearing from us and our special guest tonight, our beloved Brother Ricky X is back again. I know that's another person that does baking. I'm so glad Ramadan is over with, Brother Darrell, because Sister Brandy has posted a picture about some natural gluten-free products, vegan-friendly, from a local bakery, which is their website. Oh, thank Allah Ramadan is over with. Go ahead and post all of the food this time. We want to. And then we have our beloved brother Michael Carlos Muhammad. He is back in the house of Muhammad's Mosque number 32 in Phoenix, Arizona. Our brother has posted again his wonderful site, blackwealthtraining.com. Welcome. Also,
now, Brother Michael, let me tell you about Brother Michael, Brother Jesse. Now, this brother, if I'm not mistaken, Brother Michael, correct me in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. I'm trying to go by memory. Brother Jesse, he's a certified instructor of Think and Grow Rich, I believe it, brother. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, posted, and Brother Jesse, correct me. But yeah, he's a certified instructor and has been for numerous years as an instructor for Think and Grow Rich or The Science of Getting Rich. Either one of those two, but that's very, very powerful, and we're looking forward to having our brother Michael Muhammad, as a guest here at BWE Live Google Hangout. So go ahead, brother. I just had to recognize the believers. We're unwrapping gifts, brothers and sisters. We are unwrapping gifts, so we got to take the time to unwrap them.
Man, that is powerful. Well, either one of those he's certified in, we definitely need that type of training. Praise be to Allah. We also have our beloved brother Aaron X. He's a director of Black Exodus Development Corporation, business development, project management, and business execution. Our brother is out of Chicago. Mas Marion. Welcome, brother Aaron, to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And so that's it. That's the activity we have. And Sister Andrea Berry, you know her. She goes to that school. What's it called? It's up the street in Houston.
The #1 black college in the HBCU network. It is none other than Texas Southern University, Brother Jesse. That's right, Texas Southern University.
We have a glitch, brother. We couldn't hear you, brother. We had a glitch in that. but praise, welcome so much. We thank you, Sister Andrea, for coming back. And Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad said the book that he's certified in is The Science of Getting Rich, Brother Darrell. The Science of Getting Rich. Wonderful, wonderful. And Sister Salome, we want to welcome our sister back, Mas Marion, Chicago, Illinois. She's the National Director of 5 Links Enterprises, which provides essential services in the areas of reducing household expenses, health care, and wellness. Welcome back, sister. We appreciate you. And so that's the activity we have thus far, Brother Dad. But you know we need them to do. If you're watching this video, right above your head, Brother Dad's always letting you know, we want you to pay it forward. We have all the social media buttons you can think of. We have Twitter. We have Facebook. We got Pinterest. We got Instagram. Anything you want, we got it. We want you to go ahead and share and say that we're live. Black Wealth Empowerment. If you're on Twitter, BWE Hangout is the hashtag. BWE Hangout is the hashtag. We want you to spread it. So, Brother Dow, I'm going to send it back to you. But when you're ready to open up these floodgates to the 26 people that's waiting, you let me know. I'm on standby.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we want to make sure that we express on every broadcast, brothers and sisters, that we are highlighting the businesses in the Nation of Islam, the business owners in the Nation of Islam. That's what this platform is about. So we want to make sure that you're poised and ready. And as they say, you want to stay ready so you won't have to get ready. So this is a platform for us to stay ready so we won't have to get ready. And what that means is we want to highlight your business. We want to highlight your business on this broadcast, just as we did last week with Brother with the Bow Tie. We want to highlight a different business, but you have to be ready for business. You have to be ready to service customers right now. So if you want your business to be highlighted right now on this broadcast, all right, before we conclude, you have to move quickly. You have to move quickly. Once again, it has to be a business where you can be ready and prepared to take on customers right now. All right? We have to be ready. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and put in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Say, I would like to be highlighted. My business is ready for customers that I can service. Brother Jesse, let me know who you are, and then I'll tell you what to do. All right? So that's it, brothers and sisters. That's what we want you to do, is be ready, because we're going to call you out, and we're going to call you up to the front of the stage so you can promote your business. This is a platform. It's all about paying it forward, brothers and sisters. We are practicing universal laws and principles. Universal laws and principles apply to everything in existence. It applies to wealth building. It applies to relationships. It applies to everything. Everything. That's what we have to understand. We can apply it to everything. So paying it forward is a concept. Paying it forward is part of the universal principles that exist. And you have to pay it forward. We have to pay it forward. This is a platform for Brother Jesse and I and our guests to pay it forward. So we're leading by example with the platform. We're leading by example by giving of our time every week, by giving of our knowledge and experience every week. So your role and your participation is as follows. As Brother Jesse mentioned, right above our heads, you see some icons. You see the Facebook like button. Need for you to press that right now. Right now, brothers and sisters, press the like button for Facebook. Okay. Next to that, you see the share button, the Facebook share button. Click that. Box will open up. Put in there. BWE is live. Join us. BWE live. Join us. Okay. Type that right now. Now, to the next of that is your Twitter. By now, brothers and sisters, everybody should have a Twitter account. You should at least have a Facebook and a Twitter account. I know there's so many social medias out there. You can't get them all. I don't have them all. I don't know anybody that does. But the bottom line, you have to lead with the leaders. All right? You have to lead with the leaders in social media networking, and that is Facebook and Twitter. So make sure you get a Twitter account if you don't have one. But if you have one, click on the Twitter button. All right, I think it's on this side. Click on the Twitter button and type in hashtag BWE Hangout. Hashtag, that's the tic-tac-toe, hashtag BWE Hangout. And on a future broadcast, Brother Jesse will tell you how all that works, what that does, okay, and how that kind of spreads throughout the Twitter universe. And you need to understand what that is. But before you understand it, we just need to follow instruction. Be obedient in following instructions, and then understanding will come. You have your Pinterest, you have your Instagram. If you have an Instagram account, click there, share. Pinterest, same thing. Brothers and sisters, this is a giver's economy. You have to pay it forward. Paying it forward simply means you're going to perform an act of kindness to someone else, for someone else, not looking for anything in return. That's about as pure as you can get. That's the purest that you can get in giving, where you give not looking for anything in return. Why are you not looking for it? Because you know it's coming anyway. Why are you not looking for it? Because the universe dictates that you will receive what you put out. You reap what you sow. All right, so pay it forward, brothers and sisters. Do it often. Do it, as the scriptures say, you want to give joyfully. All right, because you have no doubt that if you pay it forward without looking for anything in return, you do it every day, often throughout the day, eventually the blessings will come. And as it says, and I think the science of getting rich, or Think and Grow Rich, it'll come so fast that it'll be hard for you to even, handle it, even manage it. So, with that being said, hopefully everybody has followed the instructions. Remember, brother, we want to be A students and C teachers. So hopefully we got our A students out there who've done those things already, so we can go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and enter those new members and let them come in seeing that we are already busy doing what's necessary. Brother Jesse, let's go ahead and announce their names and welcome them into the group. And brothers and sisters, those of you who are in the group already, when they come into the group, send them a message. Tell them welcome. Tell them you're at the right place. All right? A students, you'll do that. All right? A students, when Brother Jesse allows them to come in, they should pop up on your screen, and then you just click and send them a message. Okay, Brother Jesse, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Brother Dow. Here we go. So we want to welcome first Brother Monique Muhammad. Brother is from Muhammad's Mosque, number 32 in Phoenix, but he's reporting in all the way from Japan. Oh, you didn't hear me, Brother.
Wow, Dow. Japan.
Brother, come on now. Our brother's calling in from Japan. Thank you so much, brother. And we have Brother Nathaniel Muhammad checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina, Muhammad's Mosque, number 36, representing Supreme Sweepers, a parking lot sweeping company serving the North and South Carolina. Go ahead, black man. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, welcome, yes, welcome to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Now we want to welcome in our new members. Brother Charles Farid Muhammad. We want to welcome. Brother works at an independent health as a healthcare provider. Sister Georgina Muhammad, welcome. Sister Don Muhammad. Oh my goodness, this is some beautiful stuff. We have Sister Salim, Brother Salim Shabazz is in the house. Brother Kevin Muhammad is here. Brother Edward Muhammad is here. And we have a brother here that goes by the name of Brother Link Ramadan of Clark Atlanta University. That's a deep name right there. Sister Ada Muhammad. Brother David Muhammad.
That's deep.
Brother Quinn Shedrick Muhammad. Sister Anne Marie Muhammad. Sister Tawan Muhammad of DC. Now, Brother Dow, this is the sister who have Minister Farrakhan's Time and What Must Be Done series advertised on buses in DC. Come on, Sister.
Oh,
yes, that's
praise
her.
be to Allah. Thank
That's
you so very much, sister. Yes, ma'am. That's what you do.
And I gotta say,
that's
this,
what MGT does.
that sister put up her income tax check to do that too. That's how serious she was. Praise be to Allah. We have Brother Sean Luke Muhammad. We have Askia X. Welcome to the house. Brother Stephen C. Muhammad. Welcome to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Brother Willie Muhammad. Sister Bridge Muhammad. Brother Billy Muhammad. Wow. And Brother Antoine Muhammad. We welcome you all to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And I'm going to stop right there, Brother Dow. We got them still pouring in, but we want to welcome all those that have been accepted in. And we have now officially eclipsed 200 members, Brother Dow. 204 members in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, my brother.
Well, all praise is due to Allah. All right. 200 brothers and sisters, 200 members in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Now, Brother Jesse and I have to thank each and every one of you members, because Jesse and I couldn't have done it by ourselves, and we didn't do it by ourselves. We did it with your help. We did it because you all spread the word. So we want to thank you. Thank you for helping us to get even closer to our goal. Our goal is 300 members of the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group before or by Holy Day of Atonement in October there in Kingston, Jamaica. All right? So we have 100 more members to go. And I don't have any doubt by the momentum that has been happening since the very beginning, that has just continued to pick up. Brothers and sisters, we will definitely reach that. And I anticipate we'll probably reach that by the end of August, if not definitely early September. Okay? We want to get it up to 300 because what Brother Jesse and I and the guests who have come on the broadcast with us, those of us, we want to meet you in Jamaica. We want to meet you in Jamaica, have a BWE meet and greet, if you will, so we can see each other and we can rejoice in each other, putting a dream into reality. All right, brothers and sisters, so thank you so very much allowing us to eclipse 200 members. Now, Brother Jesse, are there anybody else in there, or is that all of them that you read off? Not hearing you, black man. Not hearing you.
There we go. The mute button was hating on me.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's better than the mute button.
Tell him. Tell the mute button to be quiet.
Come on now. Brother Ricky, welcome to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Sister Patrina, we want to welcome you. She's an independent marketer. We definitely need you in the group. Sister, this is Brother Saba. Sister Saba, we want to welcome you. Sister Tina, we have another Brother Assad that is in the house. Brother Jerry and Sister Colita, we want to welcome you all to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And this is what we need you to do. We need you to post inside of the group your name, your city, what mosque you're a part of, and your business venture, because this is all about networking. Because as we said before, who goes to a party and not dance? Well, we in the Black Wealth Empowerment Party, and this is a party with a purpose, and the purpose is for us to get to know one another. So share your information, post it, and spread it. All right, Brother Dow, back to you, my brother.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. We hope you are excited to be here. But as always, brother and Jesse and I have always, wanted to bring and attempted, and we bring to you the very best that our nation has. All right? And as you know, if it's good enough one time, it's good enough two times. So we're going to bring back our brother, and we're going to bring him up here very shortly. But we want you all to get ready. Grab your pens and paper. Grab something to write with. If you're in class, you want to have something to write with to take notes. These are life-giving, life-changing information that this brother is going to share with you tonight, because that's what he does for a living. He transforms the lives of human beings. So with that being said, brothers, we want to share with you, since we have so many new members, we have to make sure that we explain and share what the purpose and mission of Black Wealth Empowerment Live is. What is our mission? What are we here to do? All right? This is a platform of participation. This is a platform of getting things done. Brothers and sisters, no longer can we just sit and listen to good lectures and listen to good ideas and then leave motivated just to continue to do the things that have gotten us where we are today. That will not help us get to the next level. It is hard for us to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan if we continue to do what we're doing. Not that it's bad, it's just not enough. Okay? So 3 things that our mission here at BWE is to fulfill. 1 is to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan by raising the economic consciousness of the believers in our community. To raise our consciousness of economics. All right? Because, brother, Assad can tell you, there's a saying, where your attention goes, energy flows. If you focus on expansion, if you focus on growth, if you focus on building wealth for your nation, then things will start coming into your sphere of influence that would help you do exactly that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to make sure that we understand, not on the surface level, but we understand the essence of wealth. Understand what wealth is, brothers and sisters. Not what the world tell the masses of the people what wealth is, but what we know wealth to be in its totality. We're here to help us to realize what it takes to be wealthy, not have wealth. What does it take to be a state of being? Be wealthy, brothers and sisters. We have to be wealthy. And wealthy, as brother Assad, who's a master at this, can tell you, it comes from within. And number 3, the mission of Black Wealth Empowerment Live is to make sure that we understand that it is necessary, that wealth is necessary for the citizens of a nation. It is necessary that there's a group of us who specialize in wealth development and wealth creation and want to share that with others. It is our purpose, and we have to understand that it is necessary, and it is worth it. It is worth it to pursue wealth. It is worth it to get that done. No matter how long it takes, no matter what the sacrifice, brothers and sisters, we only need a small group of us to understand that is definitely wealth. It is definitely worth the lifelong effort. So those 3 things, that's what we're about. And if that's what you're about, you're in the right place. Now, brother, how are you going to go about doing that? How that is going to be accomplished? All right? Our guests can tell you there's goals and then there's plans. Those are 2 separate things. Our plan of action to get this done is we're going to bring on guests. Very, very, very powerful guests that can teach us and train us and give us the tools we need to take the tools and implement them in our lives. We're going to have guests to do that. Brother Jesse, who's an expert at blogging, who's an expert writer, who's an expert at what he does as far as social media marketing, he's going to share with us everything that he knows to give us the training and the tools to get that done. I am going to do that with Allah's help and blessing as far as business and sales and marketing, real estate investing, network marketing. We're going to pull the cover off all these things that we really don't have knowledge of. We have opinions of and we're suspicious of, but we don't have the actual facts. And we're going to bring the actual facts to you, brothers and sisters, so you can know exactly what it is that these things do. You'll be trained on them, and you will get the tools. It's to take our business, our members of Black Wealth Empowerment Live who are in business, to take their business to the next level. That has to be done. There's no if and buts about it. We have to take it to the next level. All right, brothers and sisters. Now, for those of us who don't want to be business owners, because the truth of the matter is everybody can't be a business owner. The truth of the matter is there's always a small percentage of people in any society, any capitalistic society, any free enterprise society, is a very small group that are the pioneers, if you will, are business titans and icons. The rest of us are employees, which is perfectly okay because you need employees. So those of us who want to build wealth but don't want to go into business, then this platform is going to be used to give you the financial literacy that we all need, really, in truth, that we all need, the financial literacy that we all need, so we can make the most of the dollars that we earn to live the life that has been promised to us. That life was promised to us, brothers and sisters, and it was not predicated on if you were a successful business owner or not. Okay, so for all you new members, that's for you. That's what you're a part of. That's what you're going to participate to make sure it becomes a reality for ourselves, our family, our nation, so we can help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So with that being said, Brother Jesse, I'm going to roll it back over to you. Hopefully I was clear. If I wasn't not clear, brothers and sisters, that is what the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group is for. Comments, questions, and notes. Because here, remember, if you put a note, a nugget that you hear from our broadcast in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, that nugget for you might be a breakthrough for someone else. Go ahead and hashtag that, put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook so I can make sure that the students are alert and listening to the broadcast. Hashtag, my nugget can be a breakthrough for someone else. My nugget can be a breakthrough for someone else. But we have to put it in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Brother Jesse, hopefully I was clear. Let's roll it back over to you, see what's going on in the group, and if we have any more new members.
Let me get this mic.
Back on the mute.
Man, look. You was definitely clear. Mic check, mic check. Okay.
Mic check, coming in loud and clear. Welcome to the live broadcast, brother and sister. Jesse is now officially unmuted.
I'm trying to tell you. With that being said, you were definitely clear, Brother Darren. We want to welcome Sister Georgina Muhammad. She's registered as the Seattle Study Group. Her website is getyourknowledgeon.com, where they sell books, tapes, DVDs, eating fresh products. Man, we still got those. Incense, oils, writing books enforcing Islam. They also sell bean pie. They have a wholesomebeanpie.com. So we want to welcome Sister Georgina. Now, this is what you call, that's like that old school Muslim business right there. She's selling everything. It's going down. We also
that must be the Walmart of the Nation of Islam, brother Jesse. That's the Walmart of the Nation of Islam.
Man, that's the Wal Muhammad of the Nation of Islam. Yes, sir. We also want to welcome Sister Diana Muhammad again of Chicago. She is the owner of, and wait for it, she is the owner of Deja Vu Designs. I got it right that time, sister. Making designs so that women can remember again and experience again their queenless status. You better watch out now. Praise be to Allah. And we also, again, we want to thank all of the believers and all of the members. They've been actually supporting all these nuggets from you, Brother Dale, already. So that shows, brother, you done opened up what Brother Nuri called the inflatable instant rostrum, brother. And brother Darren, our brother put in the quote, he said 300 member goal by the end of August. So everybody's down with it. Hey, and I said, just like the movie 300, that's all we're looking for, Brother Dale. We just need 300. And it's about to go down, brother. So people are participating. They're posting the quotes. They're posting the nuggets. And I think they're warming up and getting ready for our special guest. But we still need you. If you're watching, You sitting on the sideline in this party with a purpose. We still need you to post your name, your city, your mosque that you're a part of, and your business venture. Don't be shy. This is not the group to be shy, because it's all about sharing your business so we can tell all your business and spread your business. So that's what's going on, Brother Darren, in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shout outs to my sister, our sister, Sister Diana Muhammad. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, she has been the most active that I can tell that I've seen, because I, of course, go in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group throughout the week. She makes more comments on the posts that I send over from different sources about business and procrastination and sales and online marketing and things of that nature. Sister has submitted more comments, not likes, because that's just a press of a button, more comments responding to those posts that I put in our group more than anybody else. So what I want to do for the sister, I want to give her 1 free hour of business marketing consultation. I want to consult her for 1 hour to help her in any way that I can. With my knowledge, with my network of people and businesses that I know, I want to do that for you, Sister Diana, because you are definitely a Class A member, and we want to reward you for that. That's not something we asked anybody to do. Sister is actively participating in her group, Black Wealth Empowerment Live, and she's commented more than anybody else. And there's others, but from what I can tell, she comments on a regular basis. So I want to thank her for that by leading by example of paying it forward and participating in a giver's economy. 1 free hour of business marketing consultation to you, Sister Diane. And please reach out to me. My number is 713-817-5952. 713-817-5952. So, Brother Jesse, what else we got going on? We're getting ready, brothers. We're about 15 minutes away from hearing from our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. All right, about 20 minutes away. So you might want to click on those icons again. You might want to click on your Facebook like, your Facebook share, and put on there, the Courage Coach will be up in 20 minutes. The Courage Coach will be up in 20 minutes. Do that in your Facebook share, hashtag in your Twitter feed, hashtag BWE Live. Courage Coach is up next. Hashtag BWE, it's BWE Hangout, right, Brother Jesse? BWE Hangout, all right, space, the Courage Coach is up next, okay? All right, Brother Jesse, what else is going on as we kind of get ready for our brother?
Yes, sir. Well, I see it's already buzzing. Our people are saying that they are ready to go ahead and get started with our Courage Coach, but we still need everybody again, because this is about supporting one another. This is about supporting your business. So if you see people posting in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group in regards to their business ventures, we want you to click that like button, but we also want to see if they have something that interests you. So we need you, brothers and sisters, to post your name, your city, what business venture you're a part of, what business idea that you may have that you may need that needs developing. We want you to post that in the group. Don't be shy, because why? There's been so many people that have already gotten referrals. There's been so many people who got their black business that might not got business in a while, and they said that the group actually provided a customer for them. But they could not have gotten that if they was being shy. So again, your name, your city, the mosque you're a part of, what business venture that you're a part of, and we want to know what you're doing so we can share it with the group. But we need everybody. I think they're getting ready and revved up, Brother Dow. Want everybody to say it's time to bring on the Courage Coach about how to design the life you deserve, brother. So I think everybody fired up, Brother Dow.
Okay, all right. Well, we're almost there, brothers and sisters, but we still want you to do a couple of things. I would like for everybody to go in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group page right now. You should be there already. Find at least 5 believers that you don't know, and it should be easy to do that. Scroll down, because as posts come in, you get pushed down. Maybe start at the bottom and find 5 believers that you don't know and introduce yourself to them. All right? Just introduce yourself to them. Don't promote your business. Introduce yourself to them. Go in there right now as we get ready for our brother. Go in there right now and pick five believers that you don't know, and click in there and just introduce them. Give them the greetings. My name is, and I'm happy to see you here at BWE Live. Just do that right now. Do that very quickly as we get ready for our brother. So go ahead and do that right now, brothers and sisters. Find at least 5 people, 5 believers that you don't know. All right? 5 that you don't know. Go in there and introduce yourself. Just tell them, give them the greetings, and tell them it's good to see you in BWE Live. It's good to see you here live so we can build wealth for our nation. All right? Go ahead and do that right quick, brothers and sisters, as I prepare to introduce to some and reintroduce to others our brother Rodney. Before I do that, brothers and sisters, let me just tell you how important you are to the success of not just this platform. This is just a platform. All right? And it's whatever we make of it. But let me just share with you the importance of this platform as it pertains to our nation. Not us as individuals, as our nation. We are taught an individual can rise no higher than its nation. So we as members of the nation of Islam, not the organization of Islam, the nation of Islam, brothers and sisters, our purpose, our ultimate goal and destination should be that of nation building. All right? Nation building. Here is a book that I got a couple of years ago, early this year. It's called The Wealth Choice. It's by Dennis Kimbrough. Make sure you get this book, brothers and sisters. We talked about last week, or the week before last, or last week, I don't remember, about the 5 wealths. 5 different types of wealth and what wealth means, okay? So knowledge, what are we putting in our head? Let me just read with you with this book. This brother, Dennis Kimbrough, is a brother. What he has said and found out from his research. Get this book, The Wealth Choice. All right? Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, brothers and sisters. You deserve it. There's no amount of money that's too much for you to invest in yourself. But here's what he said on page, this is on page 17. All right? And it's talking about black wealth. This comes out of the chapter entitled A Wealth of Knowledge. But listen to the statistics, and this is why we have to be the vanguards, those of us in the Nation of Islam. He reads here, and this comes from, let me see. This comes from some U.S. statistics, okay? But it says here, here it is, according to the 2007 Federal Survey of Business Owners, of the 1.9 million black-owned firms, 1.8 million are classified as sole proprietorships. Out of 1.9 million black-owned firms, 1.8 are classified as sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship means you're just you. Sole means one. You have no employees. It's just you. The average receipt of these non-employee, there you go, it tells you what sole proprietor is, non-employees, the average receipt for these non-employee firms were a paltry, very small, a paltry, now listen to this, brothers and sisters, this is basically saying the gross revenues, all right, of our black-owned firms, the 1.8 out of the 1.9 that are sole proprietorship, no employees. The receipt, the average receipt, that's just money coming in, is $21,270. Type that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Out of all of them, $21,270. Brothers and sisters, I don't even know if that's above. I guess it's slightly above poverty, but it's poverty for a business. For a business to be taking in $21,000 a year. That speaks volumes. I'll get into that more in a later broadcast, but I just wanted to share with you. All right, now you might say that's bad, and it appears to be bad on the surface, but if we're entrepreneurs, then we know that every problem is an opportunity. Entrepreneurs know that every problem is an opportunity. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now. To an entrepreneur, every problem is an opportunity, because an entrepreneur is one who takes a problem and solve it and get paid for it. All right? So consumers that see it solely as a problem, that's a shame, and they'll get engulfed in the statistics from the standpoint of it being bad. But an entrepreneur, a freedom-thinking person, sees it as it is, doesn't classify it as bad, but sees it as an opportunity for them to stand out, for them to shine, for them to lead our black businesses in the direction that it should be going in, and that's of empowerment for our community. So with that being said, brother and sister, brother Jesse, let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's go ahead. I hope our brother is ready. I hope our brother Assad is ready. Let's go ahead and introduce him. Brother Assad is the president and founder of Mask Media Group. Rodney Assad Muhammad is a nationally, let me say it again, nationally, and for what he told us earlier, is internationally known speaker, trainer, and mentor. He brings fresh, innovative, and enlightening strategies to assist any individual or group in meeting their personal or professional goals. A successful entrepreneur by the age of 17, Rodney has nearly 30 years of displaying courage and action in the business world. Now he has combined his years of speaking, training, and mentoring into several audio programs, live trainings that are assisting people all over the world in achieving their results, the results they desire. Brothers and sisters, we have within our nation the very best that they are. We have in our nation the equivalent of a Les Brown. We have here with us again for an encore here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout, our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, and he's going to tell us how to design the life that you and I deserve. Brother Rodney Assad, are you there, black man?
Yes, sir. Can you all hear me?
We hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Praise be to Allah. First, I want to open up in the name of Allah, the beneficent and merciful. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, who appeared in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad. I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the exalted Christ, and the honorable Louis Farrakhan is a divine reminder. I greet everybody on the call, on the line, listening, however you're getting in the greeting words of peace, of assalamu alaikum. To those of you who are a Christian family who are tuned in, peace to you all. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is a beautiful. First, I got to thank Brother Jesse and Brother Daryl for even having this platform, just having the mind to even produce something like this. You know, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan asked us to unwrap the gifts, and you know, and I love it that you brothers have taken it upon yourselves to create this platform by which we can unwrap the gifts of the believing family and those who love doing good things. And so I appreciate both of you. I want to start off by just letting you know that I appreciate you and love you for what you're doing. You know, Brother Jesse, you are on mute still. Let me just say that, brother. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got him. He in there. All right.
You're welcome, brother Rodney Assad. You are very welcome, brother. So, on behalf of myself and my muted brother over there, you are more than welcome, and we're happy that you wanted to participate and you continue to participate with us. And I guess my mute brother might be able to say something right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Walaikum salam. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you, and I hope that you appreciate your brother did get spiffy for you.
Yeah. Look, listen. I pulled my tie off because your tie was so hot. so dope, so nice. I said, you know what? Let me not even try to even step on that God shine like that. Just let me just back down. Just go ahead and just unbutton the top one and just be cool and just not even try to step in your shine because that was too. I couldn't compete with that. Brother Hannibal's gonna be proud. I know Brother Hannibal is proud right now of that tie.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir.
All right, brothers and sisters. All right, let's get down to the business at hand. While we're on this broadcast tonight, you know, we brother Daryl and I talked about what we're going to do in terms of the call, not necessarily the intricacies of it, but we talked about doing another broadcast and me coming back and sharing some things with the Black Wealth Empowerment fathers, the faithful, and when we talked, what came out of our conversation was designing the life you deserve, designing the life you deserve. And as I thought about it, and I'm just sitting here at home and traveling and moving and studying, and I said, what is design, and why would you even design something? Why would you even design something? Well, the definition of design, because we want to clear some words, a design is a plan conceived in the mind or something to be done. Something to be done. A concept, it's a concept now that is to be carried into practice or action. If you think about it, brothers and sisters, we are constantly designing things. Whether it be during your waking or not waking moments, your mind is constantly going, conceiving things to be done or not done, still an activity, having concepts in there, things that you want to carry into practice or action. Whether it be what time you want to get up, if you might want a new job or a career, what you might want to do with your children. You want to send them to a different school, say, elevated places, or I want to do MUI here, or, you are constantly in a state of conception. The universe is constantly evolving, changing, growing, developing. And so it is with our minds. You're always conceiving something to be done. But here's the thing, if we are not living the life we desire, the question is then, what is in our minds? See, if a design, we're going to design the life we deserve, and if a design is a plan conceived in the mind, the question is, if you're not getting what you desire, the question is, what is in your mind? See, what we feed on that has our desires and our deserves not matching up. See, let me say it. I'll say it this way. If your desire and your deserve don't seem to be matching up, like meeting, see people, you hear people talk about my ends not meeting. Or you want to at least have them looking in the same direction. If they may not meet, they may not say how you doing, but you at least want them at least looking at each other from across the room. But if that's not happening at all with your life right now, your deserves and your desires are not matching up, the question is, what are you feeding on? Life moves in the direction of our most dominant thoughts. I'm going to say it again. Life moves in the direction of our most dominant thoughts. Those of you who have studied some of the technology, Dianetic technologies, might know about the tone scale. And there are many different concepts of this all across the planet, but I'm just using that as an example. And sometimes we can be in a chronic state of something, whether it be apathy, despair, joy, or whatever. You can be in a chronic state. And most people have a chronic state that they exist at the majority of the time. Now, we always move up and down the tone scale on any normal part of the day human experience, but some people have I would suggest that all people have a chronic state, a state that you most likely stay at the majority of your time. Since life moves in the direction of our most dominant thoughts, what we're taking in, what we're feeding on, is what we're getting out. You say it in the computer world, garbage in, garbage out. Well, I'll say this. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said some years back, it's something, just so many things, he's just giving us so many jewels. He said, you have become like information swine. He said, everything somebody put out, you just gobble it up, and you can't figure out why you're sick. Because you're feeding on the wrong type of food, mentally. See, the story that's in the Bible of the Garden of Eden, that's not a literal story. I mean, I hope you all at this day and age we understand that that wasn't a literal event. It's an idea. It's a concept of a reality that's happening across the board. See, you have a tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and you have the tree of life. And it said the tree of life, that tree you may eat freely of, but the tree of the knowledge of good and, let me quote, the evil, stay away from it. For the day you touch of it, you shall surely die. Right? You feed on it. So when they fed on that knowledge of good and evil, the mixing up of truth and falsehood, so you feed on bad information, it can twist you up. Have you doing things that you might not have normally done, but you got the information, so you're watching desperate house hussies of whatever city they in. Oh yeah, I said it. It's lines out the cage over here. I mean, you know, we gonna keep it real, but we gonna keep it dignified at the same time. But
yes, sir.
You know, it's you watching your favorite rap videos. Lil Wayne and Waka Flocka and all these people that are just feeding, they're issuing out filth, and we're feeding on it. I turned on the radio in a car. I was in some city, some state a couple of weeks back. I forgot where I was. Or Idaho. I was in Idaho, and I turned on the radio turned on, and it was a little hip hop channel. I said, oh, let me see what the young folk are listening to now, you know. And I felt mentally assaulted. Now, I'm not no square by no stretch of the imagination, and I likes me some hip hop. Grew up on it. I produced, wrote, and arranged it. But this was mentally assaulting. I felt bad listening to it. Not in condemnation of the brothers that's doing the rapping. They're not really the problem. The content is the problem. And so if you feed on that constantly, that becomes your dominant thought. And you wondering why the first time somebody, quote, cut you off on the freeway, you want to pop off talking about what you want to do. You rolling your window down talking about, you know, you ready to just gang bang right there. Well, because you feeding on that foolishness. What we feed on, or life moves in the direction of our most dominant thoughts. What's cycling through your head on repeat? So some people, it might not be something like that. It might be, my mama told me I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart. You're just like your daddy. You're just like your mama. You're just like your nasty, dirty uncle. Whatever it was that you got told that you believed, that's running through on replay in your mind, we took it in, and that's why we're pushing it out. That's why people end up in the same relationships, in the same jobs, in the same neighborhoods, living the same life, because your mind is on repeat. You're recycling your same thoughts. So you know a tree by the fruit it bears, and you know a man or woman by their works, your efforts, your actions. Well, the action is tied to what you think. So if you're going to design something, you got to have a concept, but that concept has to come from getting new information. See, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I think I mentioned this on the last broadcast, because I'm not writing notes, brothers and sisters, and you all have to forgive me. It's not out of disrespect. I want to give you the purity of what's on my heart. You know, and so I don't write a bunch of notes and put it down. I figure I either know what I'm talking about or I don't. You know, and I'm not going to come before you and say what I have not tried, what I have not put into practice and gotten the results from. I'm not shooting from the hip. And one of my good friends and mentors, Jamie Swindell, Mr. Lifestyle, we say shooting from the hip. We cringe every time we hear a speaker say that I was shooting from the hip. You better have studied. So there's no freestyling here. And so, you know, one of my friends interviewed Dr. Joe Dispenza in What the Bleep Do We Know, and he said, you know, talking about thinking outside the box. And Dr. Joe says the problem with thinking outside the box is that you cannot think yourself out of a box using the same mind that produced the box in the first place. He said you can just keep recycling your same thoughts. He says, so you need new experiences, new information, new realities in order to produce a new outcome. You cannot expect different results doing the same thing or thinking the same thoughts. It just doesn't happen. You're going to end up in the exact same place. So Since we know a tree by the fruit it bears and we know a man and woman by their works, then we got to change the information we're taking in. What are you reading? Do you have the Twitter 2.0 book? That's a wealth of knowledge in that. It's a small booklet. Mine's over there in the corner. I'm not gonna get up and go grab it. It's right over here. And you know, if you're not feeding on these types of things, Think and Grow Rich was mentioned, a black choice. You know, just countless books and things out there that can help you change the state of your thinking. And I'll say this, brothers and sisters, you know, it might not come from a book necessarily. It might even come from going to a different neighborhood. See, when we were growing up, Jerry Clark, some of you might know of Jerry through personal development and network marketing, Jerry DeRano Clark, when we were younger, we used to go because we thought the neighborhood we lived in was the only neighborhood there was. And we used to go to the neighboring cities, and they had an exotic car dealership there. And we used to go and look at the Lamborghinis and the Mercedes, and they had Rolls Royces, and they wouldn't let us mess with the Lamborghini, but they let us sit in the Rolls Royces. And I remember that Rolls Royce Silver Shadow 2. Man, it had the wood grain. The front seat was like you was on your mama's sofa, but it was leather. It didn't have no plastic on it either. And I mean, it was just a beautiful car, huge inside, and we didn't know people lived like that. See, my mother had a Pinto, 72 Pinto, and she got an 82, I believe it was 82 or 84 Buick, Buick Regal, right? You got the Buick, and that's the cars. We thought that was good living, right? We didn't know that people lived a different way, and so getting our hands on a Rob report one day as a youngster started to change my thinking. I started to see that there's another way you can live. There are people who live like this. Bigger houses. Up in the Bay Area, they built this community called Black Hawk, and it was a gated community. The only gated community I ever knew when we were growing up was the projects. They had gates around it. Gated community. So that was the only thing we knew about that. And so to see houses that were multi-million-dollar houses, so they had a lake that they built out there, and that people drove these exotic cars. There's another way you can live, another way you can think, another way you can actually experience this thing called reality. So you have to go out of what we call your comfort zone and explore maybe a new neighborhood. Get in your car, brothers and sisters, and drive to what we call a fancier neighborhood, where the houses a little more higher end, and just to sit in your car and look at it. Just see how people are living. It'll start to turn your mind and spin you in a different direction. Now, I don't want you to mistake this. This is not about excess or gluttony. All right? So don't mistake me for that. It's about living the life you desire or deserve. The next thing you want to do is have a blueprint. See, once you start spinning in a different direction, your mind starts to see that this is possible. This is possible. People live like this. It's okay. See, no matter what you think about our brother Jay-Z, no matter what you think about that brother or Puffy or anybody else like that, this brother has been strategically trying to show our people a different way of living. That I came from nothing. That's why you always say Marcy Projects. You'll throw it up to let you know I came from Marcy, son. This is what he say. I'm buying Warhols. I got Andy Warhols and Picassos. That's why he did that song, Picasso, baby. I'm trying to show you that you can do this too. It ain't about them. It's not about. I ain't trying to be like white people. Study them, for they are successful. It's not about the stuff. It's about that you can live a higher quality of life, health, wellness, family stability, and not be under this constant state of turmoil trying to figure out how to pay your bills. The simple things in life, right? Now we know real living is really our connection with our Creator, family, community, right? Helping and assisting others. That's real living. But around that is also the comforts that give you the mindset, or allow you the mindset that you can feel compelled to want to go out and serve others. If you're trying to figure out how to stay in your place, how you going to be focused on how to help somebody get a place and you can't stay in yours? It's not going to work. You're not going to be focused on that because you're missing the first dynamic, which is survival. You got to have a blueprint. After you know what it is in your mind, you say, okay, I got some ideas here. You got to create a blueprint. Some people say goals, do some goal setting. Write it down, get it out of your mind, and you got to put it on paper. Brother Darrell, Brother Jesse said, get your pens and pads ready to write some of these things down. You have to put your ideas on paper and start to make them flesh. In the beginning was a word, and it didn't just stay a word. The word became flesh and then dwelled. See, now I got to go dwell among some folk. So you can't just keep it to yourself now. So think the thought, put it down on paper, and start to make some actions and start to maybe talk to some people that can help you get that idea across. See, the blueprint is in the books. Whether it be Bible or Quran or whatever spiritual books that you may have, the blueprint is there. See, let me quote my brother Jay-Z again. It's not about bigging up my brother, but I'm gonna big up my brother because he's doing a certain thing. He's trying to teach you something. If you would take a moment to stop being so emotional about what he's doing and start to listen very carefully, he did the blueprint 2. There's a reason he's giving other rappers and business people in the music industry the blueprint, the steps on how you can be successful in this industry. There are steps that if followed, you can produce a great result. You have to have a blueprint. When people decide to design a house or do a house or a building or any kind of structure, the first thing is a thought. It starts off with a thought, an idea. You know, it'd be great if we had a multi-million-dollar convention center complex. That'd be great, right? It's just an idea right now. And then somebody said, man, that'd be awesome. If people could really benefit from that. We could really have a lot of shows and concerts, which, you know, would really help the cultural aspect of that community, because each community has to have a cultural arm to it, fine arts and entertainment arm to it. You have to, in order to keep the people in a state of joy, so they can have releases that are pleasing to them. So it might be opera, it might be piano music, it might be a hip hop, whatever it is, or art, painting, open mic, poetry jams, whatever. The people have to have that creative expression outlets. It's good for every community. But when you think about it, they say, okay, let's have somebody do a rendering, right? It's an idea still, and somebody draws a pretty picture. And it's beautiful. They put colors. They might even put little pictures of people and little trees in the rendering. And it's beautiful. It's like, man, that looks nice. But they can't stop there. Because now we got to find out from maybe some contractors and developers if this is even possible. Because some of the things that might have been drawn might be structurally unsound. You cannot do that like that. It can't be that high. So you're talking to people, right? And then you get these structural engineers and say, well, what kind of space would we need? See, there's a blueprint, there's a plan here. That's why you do goals. And ultimately it ends up in a building, the land being purchased, all the supplies are being brought in, and people are summoned that have skills and talents to put this thing together. Ultimately you're in there and you're enjoying your favorite concert, the minister's playing his violin, and you like, whoa, that was deep. Man, the minister got down tonight on that violin. Oh, I'm going to have my children learn how to play the violin now. But you don't understand. You're not thinking about all the things that played into it, including him playing the violin. There's a process that happened. So, you know, I don't know if any of you ever read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by the late Dr. Stephen Covey. And Dr. Covey, the second habit is to begin with the end in mind. Anytime you're going to do anything of value, you start off with the end result in mind and then work your way backwards. And you'll see the steps that you need to take in order to get to that end result. So we have to have a blueprint, brothers and sisters. But here's the thing, as we start to wrap this up. What is the problem? What's the problem? The first problem is that we're living other than ourselves. That's really the first problem. We're living other than ourselves. And the 13th problem, and some of you know where I'm going with this, the 13th problem is really in part, after learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, it stands true. Now, true is that which is exact, accurate, and precise. Right? So then you must learn to use it to secure some benefit while you are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendship, and all walks of life. It says, sit yourself in heaven at once. That is the greatest desire of your brother and teachers. Now let me start over. Let me start over with this. After learning mathematics, comma, after learning mathematics, comma, which is Islam, so we can be safe in saying that it's congruent. Mathematics and Islam is one and the same, right? One and the same. It is peace. And Islam is mathematics, so we qualified again by saying mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics, so it's peace. So Islam and mathematics are one and the same. See, scholars and even from the time of the Greeks and even beyond to the Egyptians and others, there is no clear definition of what mathematics actually is. So here we have Master Farad Muhammad coming in. There is no, you cannot find an absolute definition of mathematics. So here Master Farad Muhammad comes, and the 13th problem he addresses and actually clears this problem up that has been a problem for eons, that nobody has been able to define what is mathematics. He said that mathematics is Islam. Then he comes behind and said, and Islam is mathematics. So when they ask for a definition of Islam, you can right now go to Wikipedia and say, oh, we got it. He brought it to us. It's Islam. He says it stands true. It's precise. It's perfectly straight. See, the problem is living other than ourselves. What is your own self? A righteous Muslim, a righteous person in submission to the will of God. For those of you who are not, who don't consider yourselves Muslims, because that's an Arabic term, it's just language. Don't get caught up in that. You know, any righteous person that's striving to be in alignment with their Creator, you are Muslim, right? And so our own self is a righteous Muslim, a righteous person. And since Islam stands true and is perfectly straight, a righteous person is that which is standing on the living perpendicular. You are straight up. Like, let me kick it to you straight. I'm just you see where I'm going with that, right? And it says you can prove it. You can always prove it in no limit of time. It don't take no time. It says, but here's the trick part. Here's the tricky part. It says then you must learn to use. Wait, you have to learn to use it. See, after you learn that mathematics is Islam, Islam and mathematics is the same thing, right? It's perfectly straight, right? And it can be proven. We now got to learn to use it. So after we learn that it is mathematics and Islam is the same thing, we got to learn how to use it and secure some benefit while we are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendship in all walks of life. Now, here's the next part. Sit yourself in heaven at once. That is the greatest desire of your brother and teachers. Well, here's the thing I always say. If it's the greatest desire of your brother and teachers for you to sit yourself in heaven at once, wouldn't it be a good idea for it to be your greatest desire too? Wouldn't that be kind of hot? Wait, my brother and my teachers, that's their greatest desire for me. But for somebody else to want something for you that you don't want for yourself is useless. So somebody has a desire for you, brothers and sisters, a desire for us to sit ourselves in heaven at once, to have that luxury, money, good home, and friendship in all walks of life. But the thing is, there's a problem. The problem starts with we're living other than ourselves. We're eating the wrong kinds of food, both mentally and physically. Right? We're going the wrong places. We're not thrifty. We're spending money with criminals. Right? You got a Starbucks habit, huh? Yeah? You on the coffee crack? Get off the coffee crack. Total that money up. Total up how much money you spend. See, I'm not whooping on nobody. This ain't about Brother Rodney's having a whoop on the people. See, because I had a habit too. It was called, every time I traveled, I would find my way to Starbucks. Now I don't drink coffee because I'm hyper enough. Y'all can tell, right? And so they would have probably tried to medicate me back in school if they was doing that stuff back when I was growing up. Boy, they tried to medicate me, but I was off the chain. And so, every time I would get ready to go on a flight, I would go to Starbucks, but I'm not getting coffee. I'm gonna get the shaken iced tea lemonade, the Tazo tea. Give me the passion. I want the passion tea. Yeah, and you know what? Give me a blueberry muffin. Right? This ain't How to Eat to Live. I just want you to know this is not in How to Eat to Live. All right. So I'm working my Islam. All right. So don't be mad at me. This ain't how to eat to live. I'm on the road. I'm finna travel. So okay, I can fix that. I'm traveling, so I can kind of eat differently. It's deceptive intelligence, right? So I get a muffin. Now, the girl behind the counter, the guy behind the counter, that'll be $7,000. You know how Starbucks get down. And so I'm like, okay, and I'm sliding my little card, and I'm just happy to eat my little muffin and drink my little juice, and I'm mostly ice. Okay, but I do okay, cool. On my way back, I start Starbucks, get my little blueberry muffin. Yeah, my little tea. Yeah. I'm spending $14 per trip, at least. At Starbucks. That ain't the fact that I had to eat during that week. $14 a week. Let's go 15. Let's round it up. 15 a week. I'd say I travel 3 times a month. I'm going out to some state or country. So wait a minute. I'm giving these people $45 a month for what? Muffins and water? But hold on. 45, if we just say times 10, is what, 450? Add another 90 to that. Oh, you see where I'm going, right? See, if you weren't able to, you were like missed a car note. That's where the money went. You might have not, some of us might have had trouble giving in our Savior's Day gift that we really wanted to give to the Ambalus Farrakhan as the Savior's Day gift, And if you go to ilovefarrakhan.com, you can actually donate to the Savior's Day gift drive to just show your appreciation for the Ambalus Farrakhan. I love Farrakhan, and I'll tell you this, brothers and sisters, that was half the money right there at Starbucks. So the thing is, we have to change our thinking. If you want to design the life you deserve, I want you all to listen to language as I wrap this up with this point. See, we didn't say the life you desire. We said the life you deserve. And I don't know if you really looked at that, because you're getting right now exactly what you deserve. I'm getting exactly what I deserve in life. Life don't give you what you ask for. It gives you what you qualify for. See, if you want corn back, you better plant corn seed. See, life is not going to give you what you desire. It's going to give you exactly what you deserve. If your mathematical theology is not put to work in the proper term or time, you will not be successful. So if your desires are not matching up with what you're getting, it's because you are not taking the right actions. We are not taking the right action, doing the right things, feeding on the right information to get those results and doing the actions necessary. That's why it says, then you must learn to use it to secure that benefit. God is not going to bless you. You quit waiting for a mystery God. Master Farah Muhammad, I know we hear that in the nation. Master Farah Muhammad promised us luxury. That is a lie. Let me look into the camera right now. That's a lie. He didn't promise you nothing like that. He said in the book that you must learn to use it to secure some benefit for yourself, to sit yourself in heaven. He said, I'm going to sit you in heaven. You got to learn how to use your mathematical theology, your God study in the proper time or term. So, brothers and sisters, to design the life you deserve starts, one, with feeding on the right information or seeing that there's another way to live, getting the information you need in order to change your reality. Find coaches, find mentors, patting yourself after somebody that you see are getting the results that you want. You see somebody got a car that you really think you deserve, find out what they're doing to qualify for that car, qualify for that life. Somebody, brother said, brother, man, your wife was really, man, your wife. I said, but I was telling the brothers before the call, I said, Sister Tanya didn't come like that now. I mean, she got an MGT on swole when I met her, but there was some work I had to do to produce the wife that I needed for me. It ain't no instant MGT and instant FOI popping off. If you want the spouse you deserve, then you got to put in the work. There's an effort that has to be in that, right? So with everything, Endeavor, even in our lives and the way our lives are working out, you're going to get what you deserve based on your actions and the information that you have. So do the work, brothers and sisters. Take the actions, but get the information that you need. Find out who's doing what you want to do, and ask the question. You have to humble ourselves to say, brother, sister, how did you do that? How are you doing that? I want to do that too. But the thing is, you got to be willing to do what they tell you, and it's going to be uncomfortable. I promise you. You're not going to like it. I promise you. But if you want the results, you got to be willing to take the action. So I thank you all, and I hope something that I shared was really, 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 helpful to those of you who listened. I know I was probably a little longer than I intended on going, but I really want to open up for people that, those of you who are listening, to ask any questions or whatever you want to say, about what I've shared. But thank you all, definitely. Assalamu alaikum. Just that part of the broadcast.
Yes, sir. Walaikum salam. Thank you so very much, brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, our very own brother and sister. You've heard it from the best. I mean, what brothers share with us in just that short period of time, if we use it, if we internalize it, if we take it to heart, if we do these things, it will most definitely change our lives. Brothers and sisters, that was powerful, powerful, powerful. If you heard what I heard, you know that was a blessing from Allah through our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, we have what we need in our nation. We have what we need in our nation. That brother is traveling around the world empowering others. Now he is here to empower us. He's here to empower our very own. What he shared with us, the way he delivered it, it can only be done here at Black Wealth Empowerment to the believers, followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So we all want to thank Brother Assad for a very, very powerful message. Very powerful, brothers and sisters. You would have paid thousands and thousands of dollars not to get as much. No, really, not to get as much. There's other speakers known around the world, and they can't deliver it raw and uncut and pure like our brother did it. Go ahead, brother Rodney. I hear you.
Brother?
Absolutely.
One thing, brothers and sisters, I want to say this, and this is something that our brother Nuri is very excellent at. And I was just going to say, brother, shout out to brother Nuri. He put it down. I was in here, boy. I was on fire, boy. That was. I had to look. It made me want to step my game up. I'm like, he want to do it like that. He want to do it like that. Righteous competition in the delivering of the information. But I loved it. That was so powerful. So shout out to our brother Nuri, who has just one thing I even say about our brother Philip A. Muhammad. These brothers have an uncanny ability of taking the information and putting it in just such a way that it makes it just so easy to digest. It's taking steak material and putting it in such a manner that's easy to digest. But one thing I want to say, brothers and sisters, is that we're into time compression. We are into time compression. That right now we are in a very, very critical transition point in our time in history. There's a change happening, a changing from one world to another world. And we don't have a lot of time to just kind of dilly-dally around things. So we have to be able to take information and compress it into small cubes and be able to deliver it. So we're not gonna, you can go to a lecture and spend hours and hours with some orator and they're up there and they're doing all the thing and whatever, but I want to distill this down to you because I don't want to waste your time. And so that's why I don't spend a lot of time. I'm not going to go into a long dissertation or nothing. We need to be able to get this message over quickly, right? Get this message over quickly and give people the tools they need. The thing. Here's what you need most. Take the fluff off. That's why when they find gold, it's not in its pristine. It's not in its perfect condition. They got to heat it up. Get the dross off, and here you go. So we're gonna take all the dross off before we get on the line and give you just the bottom line. Here it is. This is going to help your life right now. You put this into practice and apply. But I wanted to read something, brother, if I can. This is out of the ethics book. Shout out to brother Philip A. Muhammad. He blessed me with just a massive library of wonderfulness. We are serious about this technology, y'all, and we apply it. So watch this now. In the ethics book, it says man's greatest weapon is his reason, our ability to reason. Right? The highest ethic level would be long-term survival concepts with minimal destruction along all the dynamics. An optimum solution to any problem would be that solution which brought the greatest benefits to the greatest number of dynamics, I would say, or people. The poorest solution would be that solution which brought the greatest harm to the most number of dynamics, or I'm going to say people, right? And so the best solution is that which brings the greatest number of benefits to the people, right? Or to your family, or to your condition. That's the optimum solution. And so we want to be about that. And so that's why we want to get these questions in, because I know there's something that might be bothering, even in your business, or you want to go to the next level. There's something in the designing process you might be missing. You're saying, well, we got a business, but it's not there. We ain't nowhere near the tipping point. We want your questions, brothers and sisters. So put your questions in Black Wealth Empowerment, put them in, and so we want to get into these questions right now, brother Daryl, brother Jesse.
Go ahead, brother Jesse. Let's go ahead and unmute your mic and read the questions off to our brother.
Yes, sir. I am officially unmuted. First of all, thank you, brother Rodney. I saw excellent presentation, my brother. Thank you so much again. So let's get right into the questions from our members of the Poverty Elusive exclusive Facebook group. Our first question comes from our brother Munique Dawood. He asks, brother Rodney, how do we introduce the principles of thinking outside of the box to people who are used to staying in the box?
That's deep. How do we introduce the principle of thinking outside? See, here's the one thing, and I'll say this, brother. Excellent question, by the way. The first problem is there's no box. There is no box. That's an illusion. This is an illusion. Everything we look at is an illusion. This is not real. This is an illusion. So the first thing is you want to get people to understand that what they're seeing is not real. It's not actually there. This is the result of past thinking. I was sharing that with one of my coaching clients a few weeks back. I said, what you're seeing is a result of your past thinking. What you have right now, brothers and sisters, in your life is a result of what you thought about way back, and you just now are walking into. See, those of you in the Nation of Islam that are on this line right now, those of us who are registered members of the Nation of Islam, we write history 25,000 years in advance, and then we walk into the history. Right? It's written in advance and we walk into it. So what you're seeing is the result of past thinking. That's why the scientists look into the thinking of the people and they write the history. And then create scriptures and books and raise messengers up to teach the people for that time period that they're walking through so they can navigate it safely, or as safely as possible. And so what you want to do is we want to help people to see that there is no box in the first place, that what they're seeing is just a result of past. So here's the thing. Give them just one concept, one small thing that they could do that could produce a result immediately. In Dianetics, they call it small wins. Just give them a small win. That's something. They don't have to be too big, because sometimes we go too big, and you can't take somebody up the tone scale from total apathy to just joy. That don't happen like that. You got to take them 1 or 2 points up. And then let them stay there for a minute and see how they go. And then you might then, as over time, maybe take them further up the scale. But you can't jump that high. The people can't conceive of that like that. So it might be even, watch this, showing somebody a new neighborhood. Get them in the car and say, brother, come roll with me. Let me show you something. Man, that's hot. Like, man, people live like this? Like, yeah. Matter of fact, let me do this. I set it up to where they doing an open house. They say we can come roll through. And just to show that, little things. So yeah, some people may think there's a box, but there really is no box, brother and sister. That's just a concept. And so I always tell people there is no box. Just like if you watch The Matrix, when he talked about bending the spoon, he said, the thing is, you don't try to bend the spoon. He said, that's impossible. He said, the only thing that bends is your mind. That's what you bend your thinking, and the spoon will bend. I promise you. I'm a living example of it. I changed my thinking about things, and it changed my reality. Okay? I grew up in a house from the time I was 5 years old. I had a house. My mother put me in a house, and me and my brother in a home. From the time I was 4 or 5 years old, I lived in a home up until I left my mother's house. Apartments, I lived in little garage, renovated garages, slept in my car sometimes, slept under my desk at work, bunking with, man, I done went through it. And I'm telling you, all that, I had to start to change my thinking, because I didn't think I could ever buy a house. I never thought that. My mother had one. I didn't think I could have one. And it took a brother just turning the light on, saying, brother, let me show you something. And it, boom, click, I went, whoa, and I bought a home. you know. And so it's really about just showing people just a little something, brother and sister. So that's how you help people think outside the box, is first show them that there's no box. This ain't real. This is just imagine. This is stuff you already thought about. Let's start thinking new thoughts and watch a new reality walk. You'll walk right into it. I hope that answered the question.
Good answer. Good answer.
Beautiful, beautiful. There is no spoon. Sister Charlotte.
That's right.
Sister Charlotte asked you, Brother Assad. She wanted to know, how can one control self-sabotage to be more successful?
Ooh.
They coming with it on you tonight.
How can we control? You know, we don't want to control self-sabotage. We want to eliminate self-sabotage. But I think, you know, the first thing that comes to mind is this. It's really about self-worth. It's really about self-worth. Sabotage is about self-worth. Somewhere in our minds, somebody said something to us, and we agreed that it was true. Somebody says something to you and you agreed that it was true. You ain't never gonna be nothing. You ain't never, and that's in there. Remember, these are these voices, these demons, right? You know, we might get some auditing done. You need something, you need to get it out. Either way, however you get it out, you need to get it out. You know, but you know, self-sabotage really comes from that and starts from that not feeling worthy. And I'll tell you, I went through that. And here's one step that I can give you right now that totally transformed my self-sabotage. Well, two things. I'm gonna give you two steps. I shouldn't give two. But okay, I didn't put it out there now. I'm gonna give you two steps. I'll put it out there now. It's just, being a speaker just has its pluses and minuses. Sometimes you just get a whole kit caboodle up, you know. But the first thing is this: try this exercise. Everybody on the line, try this exercise. When you're in your home, your apartment, wherever you may live, and you get a mirror, I want you to get in the mirror. And I want you to get very close to the mirror, very, very close. And I want you to look yourself in the eye. And it's a difficult thing to do, but I want you to just look at yourself in the eye and start and tell yourself, I love you. Now, because we say it to everybody. We say it to our children, to our spouses, to our cousins, to our mom and them, to, you know, to believe in it. I love you, brother and sister. You know, yeah. That's good and fine and all. But charity begins at home, then it spreads abroad. You say you love me, but the way you live in, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I mean, I hear it when people say it, but I'm like, I can tell by your lifestyle you don't love me because you don't love you. You can't do for me what you ain't done for yourself. So I want you to look in the mirror, square in the eye, and say, I love you. And I want you to say it a few times. I love you. You know what? I love you. And say it and mean it. And put your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug. Quit darn hugging every damn body else and telling everybody how much you love them and you ain't did it for you. Hug yourself. Look yourself in the eye and say, I love you. It's going to start there because it's going to change something in you. To feel your arms around you, that I love you. Self-sabotage comes from a lack of loving self. You got to do that. And the second thing I would want you to do after looking yourself, and do that a lot. I want you to do it. Get in that mirror. Now some of you gonna cry. I had a cry session. I went through it. I had a cry session. And then the second thing you got to do is you got to accept your life as it stands. Stop feeling guilty about your life. You're not bad. It's just what it is. Somebody's trying to make something out of you. God don't put you through nothing that to break you. It's to make you something. So the hard knocks of your life is so you got a story to tell. It's the message in the mess that people want to hear. Can you imagine me saying my life was perfect? My mom and daddy got married. They were childhood sweethearts. Like, think about Brother Nuri. If you say, yeah, me and my wife were childhood sweethearts, and my life was perfect. And for her, she had a wonderful life too. And we got married, and you know, and happily ever after. The mosque is full, and ta-da! That would be whack. That's whack. I like the intricacies of Brother Nuri's story. That's what makes my brother so interesting, so real, so believable, so common to the everyday man and woman, because he got some real stuff and a real life. So me, you, we all have a real backstory, and you got to just come to grips with your backstory and say it's all right. and be willing to tell the backstory. I got abused when this happened. My mother used to get abused by her husband, and we lived through that, me and my brother. That's part of my story. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not running from it. That's my life. And somebody's dealing with it right now, and some little boy and little girl is at home terrified because their parents are fighting, their mother's being totally annihilated by the man in her life, and they can't have a voice. And so you see, there's some things that if you're afraid to tell it or say it or accept it for what it is, you're going to try to run away from it. And that's not the truth. You got to stand in your truth, as Iyanla Van Zandt say. You got to stand in your truth. And the truth is also your backstory. So two things. Love yourself. Get in the mirror. Tell yourself how much you love yourself. That'll start the process of eliminating that self-sabotage and own your life and all the intricacies of it. I'm telling you, it'll start you on a path or something. That's what I did. I pray that it works for you all, but that's what I did to get myself on that journey of getting out of that self-sabotage and accepting my stuff.
Wow, that's powerful, brother Rodney. I mean, just imagine, said breaking our sabotage. What would that do?
Oh,
what would that do financially? How much was that information worth? If we use those two principles and we kill self-sabotage, what that information you gave us, how much would that be worth if we had to put a mathematical value on it?
Right
you
now,
got it for free right here, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You got it for free. But the things that we get for free, we don't value as much as if Brother Assad charged you $5,000.
Come on.
As he should have. Then we would do it, and then we would change our life. But those of us who are black are with us here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We're a unique group. We're not like everybody else. That's why we're here on a Sunday and not somewhere trying to brother Assad, drown ourselves in anticipation to go to work and start a new work week. So we're grossly engaged in TV and stuff like that. Right. You all are here. Sundays are the best days to empower yourself before you go to work. So you are unique and you are special, and we expect each and every one of us to use that $1,000, that multiple thousands or hundreds of thousands. We put the value on how much that information was worth because we've learned how to use those two steps in our life. Brother Assad, I'm going to use that, brother. I have a testimony for you very shortly.
Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious, brother. You teaching, brother. People running up and down the Facebook aisle right now.
The Holy Ghost has come upon us.
The Holy Ego. Man, we can stop.
Praise be to Allah, man. Woo.
Down. Do you believe what you have heard today to be good and true for the Facebook group, brother?
That's right. Come on. Click that like button. Click that like button. Join on to your own, brothers and sisters. Join on to your own.
The doors of the Facebook church are open, brother. All right, here we go. Next question. Sister Georgina wanted to know, what are the practical steps you can give on how to get those bad thoughts off a repeat?
Some practical steps to get those bad thoughts off a repeat. It's really part of one of the steps that I gave is really getting new information. You have to get new information that's contrary. I usually, when I share some of these things with people and when I'm traveling, I'll tell people, you don't go to church to listen for the parts you like. You don't go to mosque to listen for the parts of the lecture that you already agree with. That's not why you go to the meeting. You don't go for the parts you already agree with. You should go looking for the parts you don't agree with. That's the experience. See, what happens is the reason why you'll get frustrated or dissatisfied with going to church or the mosque or the temple meeting or whatever is that you are listening only for the parts that you already agree with. You're going to say the same old thing. But you need to start to hone in on those parts you don't agree. The part when the pastor or the minister say something like, I don't like why you keep saying that, talk about my eating habit, my weight, my nasty attitude, right? So that part, the part that pricks you, that's the part you need to focus on. So what we want to do is some really real steps is really getting new information. But you got to start engaging information that is challenging to you, stuff that you are not comfortable with. I usually tell my students that life happens when you're uncomfortable, not when you're comfortable. is when you're uncomfortable, not when you're comfortable. You have to engage information that is uncomfortable. See, I and others didn't have to wait for the Honorable Louis Farrakhan to say, learn Dianetic technology. Some of us are in personal development. And so I'm a learner, period. The student must study. And so I don't have to wait for my teacher to say, learn some new business things. If there's a new book on business and people are getting the results, I'm going to get that book. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to apply it. I'm like, yeah, this works. And so, really, sister, the one of the steps I think that be most critical is start to intentionally go after and try to find information that challenges your current thinking. If you say, well, I'm not really into self-help books, that may be the first place. I'm not really buying into all that. Oh, there it is. That may be a place you need to start to go to. All right. So find those areas that you're not into, that you're not sure about. I don't know if that'll work for me. Then that's probably the thing you probably most likely need to do. And so that's one of the things I did. I had to start engage new information. For me, it started off with one audio program. Like for me, like that's why I did the Meet the Goal CD. It started off with an audio program from a friend of mine. He said, is it okay if I send you something? And I was like, oh, okay, cool, And he sent it to me, and I listened to the information. It was different than what I ever thought before, but it started my mind spinning. You're not going to get instant results. There's no such thing as instant results in this life business we're in. But engage information that's not comfortable, and that'd be the first thing I would say. Look for information that's uncomfortable to you. You're on mute, brother Jesse. You're on mute. You got your mute on. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Powerful. Yes, sir. Next question. We're going to keep it rolling. So Sister Diana wanted to know, even after writing goes down, etc., in your travels and talks, what would you say is the number one reason that people give as to why they didn't follow through? And what would be your suggestion to the group this evening?
The number one reason that most people don't follow through is because at that moment when you receive that information, you have to take massive and immediate, I said it on the last call, massive and immediate action. You can't wait, you can't contemplate it, you can't think about it. Brothers and sisters, my life is what it is. It is what it is. And if somebody says, well, I want to do what Brother Jesse's doing, I want to do what Brother Darrell's doing, I want to do what Brother Nuri does, I want to do what Brother so-and-so doing, Brother Willie out there, they put it down. I want to do what Brother Robert out in Houston, man, they banging out there in Houston. Okay, you want to be that, you want to do that, but you got to be able to take the action. So if a Brother Robert or Brother Nuri, Brother Jesse, Brother Darrell, Brother Willie, or all these people, Sister Ava gives you something and says, hey, do this or try that. You got to not think about it. You can't contemplate it. You're going to say, well, I don't know if that'll work for me. There's the problem right there. You don't know. You ain't got to fit the rest of it. You don't know. That's the problem. So if somebody that does know tells you or gives you some advice or a tip or strategy that could work, and they've proven that it works, don't think about it. You got to take action. That's the number one thing. But let me say this, Sister Diana. Is that Diana from Deja Vu? From Deja Vu? You on mute again, bro. We have a mute call. We're gonna say how to stay off mute 2.0.
I'm doing mute because Brother Dow said when I'm typing.
Oh yeah, you're typing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. So, but what you want to do is but take immediate and massive action, and yet that's really the thing. But the 80-20 principle kicks in, and all of us in personal development, we understand this concept, the 80-20 rule or principle. There's some reality to it. 80% of the people will do nothing different. 20% of the people will take action on an average. All right. And so that's the thing that I know when I'm speaking to people or addressing a class or a seminar or workshop or whatever, I really already in my mind know that only about 20% of the people are really going to take action. Now that doesn't bother me because I know some will, some won't, so what next, right? If it's for you, it's going to be for you. And it might not be that impression. It might be 20 impressions later. We're not giving up on you. Somebody's going to come along and still give you something. I might not be the one with the key for your lock at that time. But you still want to engage information. Somebody else may say it differently. There are people who are attracted to Brother Nuri's teaching style, people who are attracted to Sister Ava's teaching style. Some people are only going to hear it that way that they put it because they have the key for that person's lock, And so that what I would say is really taking action is the number one component that most people miss. Immediate action, not action, but immediate action.
All right, Brother Jesse, off mute. Yeah, that was real good. That's good. Massive and immediate action.
That's right.
Yeah, we have to
Absolutely.
take that. Yeah, we have to take that. Go ahead,
That
Brother
is
Jesse.
next question from Sister Brandy. She wanted to find out how to connect with others that are outside of her warm zone of marketing,
Oh yeah.
selling her products nationwide. Our sister does baking, and she would love to sell her products such to Salon Bakery, but needs to know how she can move out beyond her warm zone in marketing
Yeah.
and pushing her products.
Right, right. Well, I'll say this, as you know, I co-own a bakery with my brother in Los Angeles, your bakery, Shabazz Bakery. We bought out our major competitor in Los Angeles some years back, because that's just how we get down. We G's like that. I'm talking gods, not gangsters, but gods. And you know, and one thing I'll tell you, sister, on the first thing is really, remember you're a business owner. You're a business owner. Be about that business. Business is not personal. It's business. And you have to separate the personal out of the business. I'm not talking about being mean-spirited, nasty, act, nothing like that. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. But just know that it's a business, and it's not a living entity. So it doesn't have an emotional component to it. So you have to take the emotion out of business. And very few people are able to do that. Very few people are able to take the emotional component out of business. And that's where you can make mistakes, because you put emotion in business, and business does not care about emotion. So yes, you might have to fire your nephew. But if you have an emotional attachment to your nephew, you might not fire a person who was harmful to the business. So treat the business like a business. So here's what I'm saying, that what we did with your bakery, it's not about how people feel. We don't approach it that way, and it's not personal. It's business. So if I have a better product at a lower price, it is not personal, it's business. All right. So I'll tell you right now, nobody in the country, I don't care how good you think your pie is, nobody in the country gonna move more units than me and Brother Brian out of your bakery and Shabazz Bakery. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Because here's the thing. My price model is gonna be better than yours. I can guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because most of y'all trying to get rich off one person. Well, I got that Walmart philosophy. See, I read Sam Walton's book, Made in America. And I understand that concept. A low price that people can afford. It's about people's ability to buy more of that thing. So we don't sell $10, $12 pies. That is criminal. It's criminal. I'm standing online right now. It's criminal. I know how much it costs to make a pie. And for us to do that, it would be robbery. And I wouldn't sleep well knowing I'm robbing people. Right? An honest day's work for an honest day's pay. How about this? A great product produced that cost me $1 and some change maybe to make, and I'm going to sell it to you for $12. The heck, no, that's criminal. That's robbing people. So you got to pay $10, $12 for a pie. How about I sell you 3 pies? See, that's what I want. I want you to feel like you can buy 2 and 3 and 4 pies at a time and not hurt the economics of your household. Hello, somebody. Walmart parking lots stay full because they have a business model that Mr. Walton and his brother created. They said, we do not price gouge. And one of my friends, she used to be the global auditor for Walmart, global auditor. And she is now heading up their e-commerce division. So she high-end, corporate jets, taking trips abroad. And she told me that a manager will get fired if they are found pricing a product over the threshold that Walmart has preset. I think they said like 17%. You cannot go above 17% markup on a product. You get a write-up the first time, you out of here the second time, because it plays into the business model of Mr. Walton that we do not price gouge. So it's really that. So sister, take the personal out of it, and one thing you want to do is go after it like your life depends on it. You can't be afraid. It's not personal. Somebody saying no don't really mean no. It just means you haven't shown me why I should say yes right now, right? And go after the big folk. But you got to make sure your bakery, your product is in alignment with what they need it to be in alignment. See, I already know what it takes for us to get our product into Walmart. I already had those discussions. We've already had those discussions. You know, we got them in 7-Elevens and Circle K's and all kind of places throughout Cali. We shipping them across state lines, right, on the regular. Prison systems, just, man, okay. So the thing is, and you know, we got labels that's, you know, served with the barcode, all that. This ain't no fly-by-night operation. I'm a professional about mine. And so, sister, be a professional. Create not a mom and pop thing, and you got a little sticker you put on it to print it out on your printer. That's whack. And tell you, as a business person, if I see your whack product in the store, I'm gonna come kill your business. Not personal though. It ain't about you as a sister. It's about the product, and I want my cookies in that store, not your cookies. Only reason why I want your cookies in the store is so people say, why would I pay $3 for a cookie and this one only 75 cents? Exactly. That's why I want yours there. The contrast. That's the only reason why McDonald's don't crush Burger King, because they need contrast. How do you know our product is better if there's no competitor? That's called a monopoly. You don't want a monopoly. I want you in business, but I want you in business only enough to show that my business is better. So, sister, go after it like your life depends on it. And so how do you break into those new markets and get out of your warm market? You got to just say, you know what? When you say this out of young people, they say, I'm a beast about mine. I protect the brand. When you see the lines out the case, we talk about defenders of the brand. We serious about this. This ain't for play. We ain't just doing it because we want to be seen. This is for real. And so I protects our business like that too. So the pies we sell, my product, my personal image. That's why I don't allow people to just put any kind of picture of me on Facebook. I'm protecting my brand. You're not gonna do that. I protect the brand, so I defend my brand. So you got to be able to defend your product and say, you know what, this is my product, and I'm gonna put it everywhere. I don't care if somebody's got their pie in that store. I have a lower price, a better product, and better positioning. That's what it's about. So that's how you break out. Have no fear. Just have no fear. One more question.
Wow. Powerful. You said one more question?
Yes, sir. We got time for one more question, I believe.
Yes, sir. So Sister Cheryl Muhammad asks, how do you change negative people's thoughts about you when you are trying to change from being pessimistic to optimistic?
How do you change negative people's opinions?
How you change negative people's thoughts?
Oh, well, here's let me help you with that. This is the easy one. We might be able to take another question, Brother Darrell, please. Here's how this is very easy. Watch. Get out of the people changing business. Really, get out of the people. I'm not in the people changing business. I'm in the information business. I provide information. You take it or you don't. Like the minister say, take it or let alone. A clear delivery of message. That's my only responsibility to you, to every student I come in contact with, and say, here, let me tell it to you. Maybe let me say it like this. But to convince you, I'm not in the convincing business, and I'm not in the people changing business. I mean, we desire people to transform, but shh, it's your life. So yeah, so I wouldn't even worry about that. So let people think whatever they want to think about whoever they think. You can't. I would even get caught up. I always tell people, good luck with that. That's my statement for everybody to do that. I go, good luck with that. Get out of people changing business. Don't try that. You can't change the way people think. They gonna think whatever they think based on their life experiences.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Final question. The last one comes from Sister Andrea. She just wanted to know, how do you just keep yourself motivated through all the negative things that go on? Negative actions you may make.
I don't feed on negativity. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to disempowered music. I don't read disempowered stories. I don't hang around with disempowered people. I just chosen to not do that. Birds of a feather do indeed flock, right? And so I just don't choose that. So it's easy for me to maintain a relatively high state of enthusiasm because I associate with those who are enthusiastic. All right. It's a disease. People who are always sad and disgruntled and whatnot, unless you're going in to try to assist them, if they ask for assistance, you don't hang it out in the environment. Dead things bring living things to death. You can't leave a dead body in a room. Those things that are living in that room will die because that dead body is in there. You have to remove the dead or get yourself out of that condition or situation. Right? And so that's really the thing, is that, just start surrounding yourself with people who are thinking a higher level of thought. I tell people, change their friends often. Change your friends often. Reevaluate the people you associating with and make some adjustments. Delete some people's numbers. Stop liking their posts on Facebook. Start focusing on different things. So I think that's the key thing, is to start to focus on empowering information. I won't read certain news articles. I know black people got it bad. Damn. Is that the only news we got? I don't want to keep reading that. Not that I'm trying to be out of touch. I mean, come on, I know somebody can go there, but I'll be darned if that's the only thing happening is death and destruction all the time. No, somebody's doing something hot. Some young person's doing something powerful. Some organization's doing something in the community. Let's focus on a lot more of that. And we know the problem exists. Let's go provide solutions to the problem, but not focus solely on the problem, just to mire and wallow in the problem. So that's the key, sister. Just start surrounding yourself and getting information in that is empowering information. Stop reading the newspaper and turn that TV off.
Yes, sir. Brothers and sisters, we want to thank Brother Rodney Assad once again. He did not let us down. He delivered it once again for our members here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. Brother Rodney Assad, how can they continue this conversation with you even after this broadcast, brothers? We have something we can offer them, or how can they stay plugged in? Because like you said, it's all about staying plugged in, because motivation lasts only for a while.
Right, that's right. Yes, sir. It'll dissipate if you don't take action immediately. They can always email me, at assad@meetthegoal.com. That's ASAAD@meetthegoal.com. You can find me on Facebook, Rodney Assad Muhammad. I'm on Twitter @meetthegoal. And also, the questions that are remaining in the BWE, I'll answer those questions offline. I got a meeting I'm about to go to, a Lions Out the Cage meeting I'm about to head off to, but I'll answer those questions that are remaining inside the room also. But, one thing I did, I just posted in the Black Wealth Empowerment a little special offer. And I think Brother Jesse just approved that. And what we've done is we actually put in there now that right now, if you go to noispeaker.com, you'll actually be able to take advantage of what we're doing right now. What I did is I put in there the Married to an MGT book and the Meet the Goal Strategies for Self-Improvement. Let me get these out of here. The Married to an MGT, some of you all have this already. Get another copy for a friend, for somebody you care about. They don't have to be in the nation, brother. So Brother Jihad Hassan Muhammad and I did not write this book solely for Muslims in the Nation of Islam. This book is for everyone. All of our people can read this. See, Sister Shaniqua down the block, you get her this book, she's going to be like, oh, man. She's going to thank you for this, right? Pookie going to thank you for this book. I promise you. And, so it's a book that you want to get into the hands of everybody you can, and also to meet the goal strategies. I've gotten people calling me from all over the country and now from the UK that's gotten this CD in their hands and just getting some great results from implementing the strategies we share. So what I put these both together. Normally, the Married to an MGT book is $12.99 right now if you go online, Amazon, and get it. And this is normally $24.99. So what I did, I put them both together for $19.99. Just to really get it into your hands so you can do that. But only requirement I have is that when you get it, brothers and sisters, after you get this, I want you to take a picture of yourself with your book, with your CD, and put it on Facebook. Tweet it out there so people know that you're actually taking action. You're not part of the 80% who are going to continue to get the same results because you did nothing different. So $19.99, go to noispeaker.com, and we're going to, Brother Darrell, if it's okay, we're going to leave that up for 48 hours for the people. 48 hours.
Just 48 hours, right?
Yes, sir. 48 hours
okay.
only. I'll be in Alaska, so I'm going to be in Alaska, so I'm going to take it down once I get to Alaska. So 48 hours.
48 hours. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Most offers don't last, but 24 hours.
That's right.
48 hours. Okay. All right, brothers and sisters, you heard it. Once again, as Brother Assad and I spoke in the very beginning a couple of months ago, we'll be doing you a disservice if he shared all that powerful information with you and you didn't have anything that you can take ownership of, that you can nurse on, that you can use it for the rest of your life. It's right. Tools that he has shared with us. It's the books and the CD that you should get, that you listen to when you hit those points, when you hit those times when you're struggling, okay? Because they do happen. So brothers and sisters, definitely go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group there and find the link. He told you where to go, noispeaker.com, and take advantage of that because that will come down, all right? Just like last offer, I made sure and I reached out to Brother Assad. I said, Brother Assad, bring it down like you promised you would bring them down because we have to be of our word. It's not marketing hype. It's not just for you to get, take charge right now, which you should, take massive immediate action, but it's because the universe reward those who take action differently from those who don't take action. Let me say it again. The universe reward those differently who take action from those who don't take action. So let us thank our brother again as he excuses himself. He says he has to go to another meeting. Yes. We don't want him to be tardy. So, Brother Assad, once again, brother, thank you. We don't have to call anybody else. We don't have to call Les Brown. We don't have to call Anthony Robbins. We don't have to call them. We can call our brother, that's right, Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, to deliver the goods. So thank you, brother. May Allah continue to bless you, and we'll see you next time. Brother Rodney Assad is our resident inspirational, motivational, courage coach right here at BWE Live. Brother and sisters, you've heard it, so let us go into the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Brother Jesse, let us know what's going on over there as we wrap up this broadcast in the next 2 minutes. Just give us some quick feedback. Let us know what's going on. We'll come with some final comments and announcements.
Brother Darryl, when I tell you the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group is on fire. The comments, the love is pouring in for Brother Rodney Assad's message tonight. People, as I said, are running up and down the Facebook aisle shouting in appreciation that the Holy Ghost has touched them tonight. But seriously, Brother Pierce hit those questions hard, very concise, empowering. So everybody is in the elusive, exclusive, private group sharing their appreciation for our brother. So thank you. But again, as Brother Darryl always say, this group is not just for Sundays. We want everybody to continue to come back, to not just click like, but act like Sister Diana do. Leave some comments, share the information, because Brother Darryl, he be pouring in so much content. I have to blame you, Brother Darryl. I get gluttony during the week because of you, because you posted so much good information. But thank you, and thank you again to Brother Rodney Assad, and thank everybody who participated tonight. Another empowering session, brother.
Absolutely. Brothers and sisters, as they say, as I've heard it said before, this it only gets gooder and gooder. It only gets gooder and gooder. So with that being said, Brother Jesse, real quick, make the announcement of the speakers program, the BWE speakers program. Share that with the listening audience real quick, because it's time to go ahead and get that party started.
Yes, sir. For all those that's been on the edge of their seats and the edge of your tweets, we're getting ready to have this week. We're going to have the first call for the Speakers Bureau that we have been talking about the last several weeks. And we're going to host it this Thursday evening at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll be posting the information this Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We will have a call. It'll be very short, introductory call, letting you know what we plan to do with the Speakers Bureau, what are some of the plans of action, what you're going to gain from it. So be on the lookout for that information. We'll make sure we text it out to you, post it in the private, elusive, exclusive group. So if you're interested in being a speaker, if you think you're shy and you have a testimony that you want to turn into a formidable, profitable business, but also just to empower people with your message, make sure you don't miss this call. And Brother Darryl is going to beat y'all to it, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, I will definitely be on the call, brothers and sisters. I will be there, and I will be striving to be an A student and a C teacher. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to participate. I'll be sitting in the seats along with you other students, learning from the very, very best, period. Not just in the nation, but in the United States and the world. And that's from Brother Jesse Muhammad, and you just heard him, Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. Okay, so closing very quickly, brothers and sisters, Black Wealth Empowerment Live, we're looking for a graphic designer. We need one like yesterday, all right? So if you, Brother Hannibal, whoever else is out there, you have the skill set of graphic design, please reach out to Brother Jesse Muhammad. Do that not now, but right now, okay? Jesse at blackwealthempowerment.com. Reach out to him, and we're talking about a bartering system, because that's another way of generating wealth. It's not always the exchange of currency, it's the exchange of services. We're going to practice every possible, all right, medium, they call it, medium of exchange there is. And one form of medium of exchange is the bartering system. It's not dead, it's just old. All right, they do it all the time in corporate America, brothers and sisters. So if you have the ability to do graphic design, we need to hear from you tonight so we can have you start working on the projects we have moving forward. Get with Brother Jesse, he'll tell you the financial benefit and you bartering with us. There is a financial benefit. Brother Jesse will share all that with you. So email him tonight, Jesse at blackwealthempowerment.com. So we want to say that, and by the end of the month, all right, towards the end of this month, August, brothers and sisters, we will do as I promised. We will highlight the businesses in the nation of Islam. So if you have a business, if you know other believers that have a business, they need to come to our broadcast. They need to join as a member, because this is for members only. All right, membership definitely should have its privileges. So by the end of the month, we will have an entire broadcast designed to highlight all the businesses of the Nation of Islam who are members of blackwealthempowerment.com. So make sure you're in position. So when that broadcast is announced, you will be featured here, so we can circulate the dollars among ourselves, so we can lead by example, not lead by talk. All right, brothers and sisters, if you need to reach me, you can reach me at Daryl at blackwealthempowerment.com. Daryl, Darrell at blackwealthempowerment.com. All right, brothers and sisters, I think that's it, Brother Jesse. Go ahead and give final greetings and final words, and I'll close out, and we'll call it a wrap.
Well, that's it. Again, thank you all so much for your wonderful participation in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. I'm very excited and inspired by Brother Assad's message tonight. And the only thing we have to say is, man, we look forward to seeing you on the next broadcast and on this week's Thursday call. Come on, speakers, let's step up.
All right, speakers, you heard it. Those who speak or those who can't speak, you heard it from Brother Rodney Assad. If you're fringing from it, then many times that's what you need to do. All right, brothers and sisters, come to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group during the week and learn about how to take your business to the next level. Learn about financial literacy and what to do with your money so you can be a smart consumer and you can live the life that has been promised to us. With that being said, I think that's about it. If that's it, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. Until we see you again next time, remember, go to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, participate, share, meet, greet, and inshallah, we'll see you next time. So I leave you as I came before you in the greeting words of peace. And assalamu alaikum.